From confinement to freedom. The clang of the cell door echoed like a death knell, but instead of succumbing to despair, I felt a spark ignite within me, more potent than any chain. In those early days, my world was a tight 8 by 10 space, my cellmates the shadows of past regrets and future uncertainties. Yet, in the stillness of night, I discovered the power of a single, radical thought: this confinement would be my chrysalis. Each book I devoured became a brick in the bridge to my future, each self-reflection a stepping stone to resilience. I saw the prison not as a cage but as an unlikely sanctuary for transformation. As weeks turned into months, I became the go-to guy for those seeking advice or a listening ear. My cell became a classroom, and my fellow inmates, my first students. We shared stories, dreams, and fears, transforming the bleak walls into a tapestry of hope. I realized that my story was not just mine, it was a shared narrative of redemption that could transcend these bars. I began writing fervently, penning letters to organizations, sharing insights, and connecting with those who believed in second chances. The responses I received were like oxygen, fueling my resolve to turn my mess into a message. The day I walked out of prison, the air felt electric, charged with possibility. Holding my head high, I stepped into the sunlight, carrying nothing but the lessons I'd learned and the fire in my belly. From community centers to corporate stages, I shared my journey, each word a thread weaving a tapestry of resilience and hope. People listened, not to a former inmate, but to a voice that spoke of overcoming the impossible, of finding strength and vulnerability and purpose in pain. My story was no longer about incarceration but liberation, not just from physical walls but from the mental chains that bind us all. Today, as I stand before audiences, I see faces light up with recognition, their own struggles mirrored in my tale. I tell them that transformation isn't a destination but a journey, one that begins with the courage to envision a better self, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. My lesson is simple yet profound: the bars that confine us are often self-imposed, and true freedom comes from within. I remind them, as I remind myself each day, that our greatest limitations can become our greatest strengths if we dare to reframe our narrative.